say Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look at my snap. I take your man and I won't give him.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New York Jets. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw, Darnold. He gets it here to Peak. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch that end, tight end's right.
Gun! Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That's what I do. Detroit! Hey.
This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Lucky 56. Gun! Go.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. I got you, baby.
They run with a rookie from Virginia State, Trenton Cannon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Silent. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Guys, check me out. 180.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
180.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Watch you now, Barney. 44's
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Good job, B. Woo! Right here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Great move by Montgomery. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Montgomery. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A gain of 3, second down. These Jags and Jets, they met in one of the stranger games a season ago, week 4, I believe it was, and got all the way down to 28 seconds remaining in OT before Chandler Catanzaro ended it for the Jets with a 41-yard field goal to win 23-20.
One of the highlights of the season for the Jets, but how about the Jaguars finishing their year at the AFC Championship game?
Now Foles drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
180. 56. Mike, 56, right there. Go.
Foles. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180. 13.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 130.
Here's Foles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The run with Montgomery, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, the all-pro corner there defensively for Jacksonville. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They run with Logan. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Tempo. He's mine. Tonight, 380. Man, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Zebra.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yes.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
180!
Mike 56! Mike 56!
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Strong right!
Tonight, 180!
3 down, odd.
Hey, let's go, Green.
He's going to get it running right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Hey, Silver.
To the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 4 down.
They'll look to throw. He may try and run, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Jets have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong,
right, now,
is it?
lucky
Because you can
56,
analyze it,
lucky
but I think
56.
ultimately you got to look at it as a
Gun,
first
gun,
option,
gun,
taking
gun.
care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Woo, baby. Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now.
Gun,
1st and 10
gun.
at the
Gun,
14.
gun. Hurry up, here we go.
Darnold on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got Peak. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here we go.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The rookie Darnold seemingly in control of this Jets offense. He's got him on the move. It's 1st down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey,
Detroit. Detroit.
jump, jump.
On 1st down, Darnold. He completes it to Peak. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight in. Tight right, tight right.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Check hot route. Hot.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
4 down.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
Check. Patriot.
Now it's Darnold. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
Let's go, D.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Now back to throw. He hits blue. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Green 80!
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Alfred Blue in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Jets. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And now running right through him. Fighting through it, he's got space. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Silent!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go!
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
Tonight! 180!
Watch it.
They run again with Logan. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tonight! 180! 6!
Hey,
Hey, gold. Sound gold. Sound gold.
Switch.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Jamal Adams, their #1 pick a year ago, there on the coverage.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second
Watch it now,
down.
Barney. Gun!
44's Mike. Check. Better bring it. Letting you know.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Eyes up.
Gun!
Here's Darnold. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Gun!
Move.
Watch it now, Barney.
Hey, go down.
Gun!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He gets it here to P.
Blitz.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Set! Green 39! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
44.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Goal!
Hey. 4 down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
180!
Mike, sick, 33.
Sick.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do in certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
3 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Peaks got it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Gun!
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Gun! Hot!
Now Darnold. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
44.
To throw is Darnold.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, And, boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hot!
Again, this is Montgomery. Oh, no, he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
That's our ball. Yeah! That's our ball, baby.
Tonight, 380.
Mike 5-2.
Foles. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Leonard Williams getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
180.
Big edge, big edge, big edge. Switch.
13.
Now Foles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 62 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Foles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Oliver. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch twist.
This is the running back, Blue. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Cannon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down.
And off comes to Montgomery. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Off of play action, Darnold. And this one is incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said,
All right,
enough to
now,
warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Right coming. Field, watch out, watch out.
Right. 20.
Watch out.
Under, 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 under.
Right there. 54.
Back to throw.
Let him know, let him know.
Completes it to Lee. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. Drops it to Blue. Complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right. 180.
Watch the curl. Watch the
They'll look to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Here we go, I got you, I got you.
Jam, 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 jam.
Water, water.
Use the mic right here, over there, right here.
He's back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tight end right, tight end right.
To that! 180.
Hey. 4 down.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
4 down, check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Bandit.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
To that! 180!
Where's 52? Watch
1-1-1.
Excuse the mic.
Tiger.
Get ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll run with Cannon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.